They're finally here after about a month and almost a half of waiting. My pre-order plushies have come in. I bought the Alistair and Lucifer bundle pre-order. I bought that on June 19, and it is currently almost the end of July right now. I think tomorrow's going to be the last day of July. So they did come vacuum sealed because I didn't pay for the specialty box, which is something I'd like to note is that when you buy a pre-order bundle or any kind of pre-order, it will take 30 days for them to make the product and then however long it takes to ship. What they do not tell you is if they have a warehouse where they are shipping from. So these came from China. They came straight from the manufacturer. I would also like to note that usually when things come straight from the manufacturer and straight from China, they have like a plastic smell or, just that factory smell that's not so good and you can't really get rid of it depending on what you bought. This did not smell. This had no smell whatsoever. It didn't smell like plastic. It didn't smell like anything. And I was very, very pleased. The fabric is very soft. When it gets vacuum sealed, you kind of have to like hit it and smack it around to get like the fluff fluffed up again. Uh, there was other people who have made plushies not to this level of detail that they recommend throwing it in the dryer to like floof it up, but I will not do that for these because they have such small details that could easily be destroyed. And in case, while I was inspecting them to see if there's any defects or anything that I would need to note for a return, I'm not going to throw it into a dryer because that would be my fault for why there is an issue. Now, the other issue I have with this is the hat for Lucifer. Mine was very warped. They sewed it very shitily. They gave the inside too much lining and then they didn't give the outside enough give so it can't like be the shape it wants to be. As you can see, the circle itself is more of an oval. There's a seam. It's not sewed together properly. I did look at the other reviews on Lucifer's plushie, and I'm gonna be honest, some of their hats look bigger than other hats, and then some of the hats look like the one I got. So there must have been two batches of Lucifer, or like two different days where somebody else was, manning the station sewing. Other than that, I don't think I had any complaints with Lucifer's anything. His ears are difficult to keep up, and placing the hat on his head was just. I'm gonna say it. It was ugly. It was very, very ugly and tedious and dumb. I almost wish that there was a way for me to like fasten it and have it pinned, like with Husk has a tiny hat. That could have been an option. Here I am trying to use like, okay, how do I put the hat on his head? Do I put it with both ears, just one ear? I had to look up the promotional picture, and yes, it's only one ear, and you just slant it. I think all these creases can come out easily with like an iron if you're just very careful, but I ain't gonna do that because when you live in a household that's very Christian, I I can only get away with saying that this is a circus man for so long. My mom's like, "This looks devilish. It's not devilish, is it?" And I go, "Ah, period cramps." Anyways, back to the review. Yeah, Alistair's little staff thing was also really stupid. I liked it. It's a nice touch, but honestly, the plushie makes up for literally anything that staff was trying to do. Outside of that, Alistair's the higher quality. Lucifer has some things going on, but overall, very firm. The legs are very firm. The head could probably have more stuffing in it. But outside of that, they sit, they stay. You just gotta fluff those boys up if you want them to sit and look the way you want. Overall, is it worth the $50 and the like 45-day wait time? Personally, for me, yes. For people who have impatient tendencies, no. So, yeah, I'd say 8 out of 10.